First of all, I want to say thank you to this pastor that's over this wonderful church. And I want to thank all the pastors, the great pastors that's here today, that's doing such great work in our community. I'm here today as a mother. I wish I was here today standing in front of you stating that my son Terrell was in college, doing great, graduated from college, enjoying life, playing his gospel bass, guitar, and just enjoying life. Maybe I'm a grandmother now, but instead, I'm here before you because, unfortunately, my son Terrell, who was 18 years old in his first year of college, working a part-time job, an awesome gospel bass player, was murdered on April 4th, 2006, on grounds of Lights of Zion Church on 116th and Halsted. And I don't know if you know, but his case is unsolved because the word on the street is that, the code of silence, his case is unsolved. But the word on the street, because I go out there and I try to solve his case and try to work on it, the word on the street is that somebody came, they played a joke, a prank. My son is not here because of a prank. Somebody played a prank and stated that my son and other band members was in the gang, and somebody came by and they shot him up and shot my son and murdered him. So after that was over with, the person laughed and stated that, oh, that's not them. They weren't in a gang. So my son is not here because of a joke. My son was doing everything right, and he's not here. So I stand today on behalf of the mothers because we have to be the ones that make this change. In order for this madness to end, this change will have to start in the homes, and will have to start with the mothers. And the reason I'm choosing the mothers is because there's so many single mothers that's raising our children now. So we have to be that head and take that charge. Not we, I'm married, but the mothers that's single. And I think that today, in today's time, mothers has forgotten their true role as mothers. Your role is not to stay out and party and allow your children to raise themselves. Your role is to be at home with your children and raise your children. As a mother role is to demonstrate love, patience, and understanding. Our job as mothers is to love our children unconditionally, like God loved the church, unconditionally. Our role is to stop allowing our children to go into the street and search for love in all the wrong places. A lack of love in the home can lead to hate. Hate can lead to a lack of self-respect. A lack of self-respect can lead to taking life and not thinking nothing of it. And as you know today, a lot of our young people are killing our young men and women because they don't care. And the reason they don't care because of the lack of love. All of us we can change this today if we show love within our home. A mother's job is to nurture, like the Reverend just said a minute ago, and do whatever it takes to protect our children from harm's way. When I'm saying this, what I'm saying is we need to stop bringing all these men in and out of our house among our children and allowing them to touch our children. Every week is a different man. They don't know who their daddy is. They study saying, oh, this week it's a different daddy. Next week it's a different daddy. So we have to make that different. We have to make that change. That's showing love. Keep the men out your house. Today I want to challenge the mothers and the children. I want you to tell your children every day that you love them. Love is very important. Get them involved in church. Get them to know God for themselves, and you need to take that step and know God for yourself. Communicate with your children daily. Learn to listen. Don't always talk at your child. Take the time and listen to what they have to say because they have a lot to say, and that's how you get to know your child. Enforce rules. There's nothing wrong with rules. Me and Terrell, and I know people say you shouldn't be friends with your child. Terrell was my best friend, but he had rules. He had curfews. He had phone rules. We had rules, and that's important. You need to teach your child. I know my younger son, he's always on the phone. Somebody's always calling him. Late at night, I have to take his phone out the room because these little girls are calling constantly. Curfew, you need to get them off their phones so they can go to sleep and get some sleep. Teach them how to respect themselves and respect others. I don't know if you noticed when you're out in the streets, kids now, back in the day when I grew up, if I saw a dope, I didn't curse around them. I knew to step back and I knew what to do. They don't respect none of us. They curse around us, they curse in the church, they curse around the church, they sell drugs in front of the church. We need to teach them how to respect us and respect others. Mothers need to set a positive example. I noticed that the other day I was getting out my car, a mother was cursing out her child. The baby was crying. The little girl was crying, had her head down. That's teaching them respect for themselves. Be that nosy parent. Remember, that's our house. We paying the bills, we paying the rent. It's our house. So check the book bags. Check their rooms, which is your rooms. Get the password to the social networks. Facebook. That's where the gangs are setting up they're coming out and destroying our youth, our community. Check Facebook, Twitter, their cell phones. I know cell phones, they have all these different codes. We need to learn them. Take the time to fight for positive things, not fight because somebody says something for you. Let's fight for our children to have a better education. Let's fight for us to have first-class recreation centers. We can have them. We have second-class recreation centers. Let's fight for positive summer schools, summer programs. Let's fight for safer streets. We can have it in our community. They have it in Lombard, and they have it in Schaumburg. Why we can't have it? We want mothers, we want you to, I'm challenging you today to utilize everything that I taught you, that I talked about, and I guarantee you that we can have love in our community. It's so many mothers that stand in this unfortunate situation because of lack of love in homes. Even though some of us doing the right thing, we're losing our children because of lack of love. And I want to leave you with a scripture, Isaiah 66:13. It talks about, as a mother comforts her child, so will I comfort you. I comfort you, that's speaking of God. He comforted, this scripture shows how God will comfort his children just like a mother comforts her sons and her daughters. And then I want to talk about this mother in Exodus, the 2nd chapter. Moses' mother, she demonstrated unconditional love for her son. She was able to protect her son from the decree of Pharaoh. She instructed, Pharaoh wanted to destroy all the the young men because you know the story, but he put them in the river. He wanted to put the men in the river now so that crocodiles can eat them. But this mother, she managed to save her child because of her unconditional love. So she did what she had to do to save him. And another mother is on earth with you today. And this mother, she had unconditional love for her son. Her name is Pam Bosley. She demonstrated unconditional love for her son, Terrell. She set rules, checked his book bag, checked his text messages, got him involved in an array of sports and other activities. She gave him hugs and kisses, met his friends, met the parents of his friends. She did everything that a mother could do to protect her son. If God would have allowed her on the day that her son was shot, she would have stood in front of that bullet and protected her son. But I wasn't there, and I'm that mother. So we need the mothers to come together, and we need for you to show your child that you love them and give them that unconditional love just like God gave us. So we need to come together and save our children. Thank you.